Hey traders, hope this finds you well. This is Rob from The Lazy Trader, and I just want to bring to your attention AUDCAD on the monthly time frame. We do have a trade set up here with decent reward to risk. I know you're probably thinking the monthly time frame, what the? But if we look at the profit potential of this, you'll see that we actually do have a setup with decent profit potential, which we can have just ticking away in the background with positive carry too. Let's discuss. Okay, so as we can see here, we are currently in a range. We've made the third higher low, 1, 2, 3 in a range, and it looks like we are accelerating back to the upside on the monthly time frame. As you can see here, if we turn down to the weekly time frame, we have this confirmation on the weekly as well, because we've got the breakout of this downward trending pattern, but we've got this higher low here, and that's the important thing. This is the acceleration in continuation of a movement to the upside. Now, this is typically what we look for on the smaller time frames if we're trading a pin bar reversal. If we're trading on the daily time frame, we look for a buy reversal on the 60-minute time frame. If we're trading a weekly bullish pin bar reversal, we look for a bullish reversal on the 4-hourly. So on the monthly time frame, it will make sense to look for a bullish reversal on the daily and or the weekly time frame, and this is what we do. We have it. So we've got that higher low, that all important higher low. Now, if we go back to the monthly, you can see here that as we've taken out the high of December, like you can see here, we actually do have, in support of this, a reversal on the smaller time frame, inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hourly. So you've got the left hand shoulder, the head, the right hand shoulder, and we've just had the break of the neckline here. Now this is fantastic because we've got that confirmation, we've got time frame correlation, we've got the inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hourly, we've got the higher low on the weekly time frame, and on the monthly, December, we've got a bullish pin bar reversal. So how can we trade this one aggressively? Well, in order to, as it's such a long time frame, we do want to be a little bit more aggressive in the way we enter this one. So what we've done is we've placed an entry just above the high, December's high right here, stop loss below the low of January, so that we can essentially increase our profit potential. We're risking 2% on this trade, so that our reward to risk, instead of a 2.76 to 1, given our target is the previous level of resistance, 2.76 times 2 is 5.52%. So that's risking 2% on this trade with our entry above, just above December's high, with our stop loss just below this month, i.e. January's low. It means that we can get potentially 5.52% targeting this level of resistance here, which is a strong level of resistance. It hasn't been broken. Price hasn't been above it since 2013, so I would strongly disadvise you from trying to essentially remain fully in the position beyond this level here. If you wanted to scale out at a 1-to-1, that's absolutely fine. By all means, place a limit order. The reason why we didn't bring this to your attention beforehand was we wanted confirmation of that inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hourly time frame. And we've had it. We've had the breakout, a pretty seismic breakout. It's quite likely that you will get a retracement at some point on the monthly time frame, because the monthly time frame, as I'm sure you're all too aware, is a very long-term time frame. Okay, so the chances are we'll get some retracement to what will be December's high at some point within the next 2 weeks. Okay, so there you have it. We also have positive carry, so even if we're in this position for over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months, at least we'll be making positive carry, because the interest rate in Australia is 1.5%, whereas in Canada it's 1%, so we'll be making 0.5% as a positive carry at the end of every night. Okay, so there you have it. Happy trading, folks.